It's just amazing. But I wanted to ask you too, I wanted to move on a little bit to detoxification and some things that you can talk about in terms of how people can, detoxify some of these chemicals, man, that we're getting exposed to just breathing, the air inside of our house.
Oh, real quickly, I was right about that lymphatic system. I'm a little rusty. This is what happens when you spend a year putting together products and stuff like that. Fats are transported by way of the lacteals to the lymphatic system, as opposed to the amino acids and sugar going to the hepatic portal system to be filtered by the liver. When it comes to detoxification, I very seldom put my clients on actual overt detox programs. What I really like to focus on first is removing a lot of the toxins in their environment, getting them to buy different personal care products, getting them to buy different household cleaning products, getting them to filter their water, getting them to buy foods that are organic and haven't been sprayed with toxic chemicals and pesticides. And I think the best detox ever is just eating real food. People, when they start eating real food, they do start to detoxify, and the body does start to let go of a lot of crap. We're exposed to far too many chemicals. And I always say, hey, if you're taking I have a Jeep Wrangler. If I'm taking my Jeep Wrangler out four-wheeling, every day, there's no point in me washing it all the time. You know what I'm saying? It seems like that's what a lot of us do. We do these detoxification programs while at the same time living in this nasty, toxic environment where our air quality sucks. And so if I can get somebody to go to cosmeticsdatabase.com and take all of their personal care products and putting them on their desk and punching them in to cosmeticsdatabase.com to see how toxic they are. This database is actually run by the Environmental Working Group, which is like a watchdog for the environment, and they have a ranking system of 1 to 10. And you will be surprised by how many of your personal care products come out as a 9 or a 10 being highly toxic. So I really focus on getting myself as well as my clients to go ahead and purchase personal care products that are like 4 and below or 5 and below. If I can get to do that, I feel like I'm winning because I'm reducing their toxic load. Household cleaning products. If you're cleaning your products, here's what we do. We spray toxic chemicals all over our furniture and our counters in order to clean things. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And at the same time, we are rubbing it in to our skin while we're applying it. We're inhaling it while we're applying it. The smells and all that stuff, they linger in the room. These plugins, these air fresheners, these are all toxic. And I think another thing that we need to recognize is, hey, if your testosterone is low, your doctor may give you, if they're not looking for the root cause, your doctor will give you a cream to rub it in, and that will raise your testosterone. If you're trying to stop smoking, what do you use? You use a patch. It's a transdermal patch that absorbs the nicotine through your skin. So we forget all of these things that we're putting on our skin. All these things, these soaps, these creams, these shampoos, these deodorants that we rub all over ourselves, those chemicals can be detected in your bloodstream within about 5 minutes. And we do this every single day to ourselves. And we got to stop because the liver, your poor liver is taking a beating. It was never designed to deal with the environment that we live in right now. And if fat loss is one of your goals, we have to recognize that 60% of your thyroid hormone conversion from the inactive T4 to the active metabolic driving T3, that happens in your liver. So if your liver isn't functioning well, hey, we've got a problem here with your thyroid hormone. Your gut, let's get back to the gut for a second. The bacteria in your gut, they're going to convert about 20% of that thyroid hormone into its active form. And so if you've got bad gut bacteria, you've got a thyroid hormone and a metabolism issue there as well. So, why I'm saying this is because I want the audience to kind of connect these dots and go, again, as I said before, it's not just about diet and exercise. There's these other hidden things going on. The toxins that you spray around your home and what you rub into your skin every day, those can be contributing to weight gain or the inability to lose fat. Your digestive issues could be contributing